one of the worst experiences of my life.
I would literally start to panic because, I can't see anything and I can't move. I don't have my freedom.
I think it's a primitive fear that a lot of people are born with. It's something people can't really control. Is that recording?
Yeah, that one is. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, you want to sync up the audio?
So Nathan, how did the initial fear start?
So I've always felt like I've been claustrophobic. It's been with me forever, and that still happens nowadays, where if I'm in a situation where I'm shoulder to shoulder or I don't have my full free range of motion, then I will literally start to panic, and it starts to get dicey from there. So big one nowadays is crowded bars or parties. I find myself a lot of the time staying back and saying no to those events, because when I'm in a situation like that, I just start to get really anxious and will try anything to just escape that situation. Sometimes I will get that feeling in elevators, especially if I've got friends teasing me by jumping up and down, because then I get scared that it's gonna stop. And then if an elevator stops, that's when it's really gonna kick into high gear, and I'll start to get really anxious. But it's any kind of crowded environment. A lot of the times it's when I'm in a stairway leaving a baseball game or something, and it's just with a huge crowd of people. I just don't like it.
I think it's a primitive fear that a lot of people are born with. It's something people can't really control. I think it goes back to the fear of being trapped or imprisoned by a group of people or something else, and I just think it's human nature.
Yeah. All right, you want to sync up the audio? Okay. All right.
Initially, I had never felt claustrophobic before, but I got trapped in an elevator one time when I was 8 years old. It got super hot in there, there was no air conditioning, and it was one of the worst experiences of my life. It does affect me now. When I get into an elevator, every single time I get into an elevator, I think about it, and that feeling comes back, and I start feeling uncomfortable.
It starts to get dicey for me.